By the way, I forgot, in the middle of all this, you know, it is Hollywood Awards season. It is. And you know, the nominees are already out, not only for just movies, under the category of Outstanding Act of Chutzpah by a government agency. And they are. Took a sweet time, didn't you, Dion?
Chef of the future.
Okay, thank you. The Justice Department for wrangling Rosen, the entire Health and Human Services Administration for it will make you sick, and the Internal Revenue Service for we will make you pay. Think about that. Now, instead of having that beautiful actress bringing out the envelope to me, we had Dion, but again, we cut costs here, and we were well worth it, Dion. But we are already here with the winner. In this envelope, I have the name of the Chutzpah Government Agency Award right here. And I'm going to share it with you in 90 seconds. I am so nervous. It's about time you came back, because I've been waiting. Now, as promised, this year's Golden Globe, or should I say Golden Fleece winner, remember the category, Outstanding Act of Chutzpah on the part of a government agency. And remember our three glorious nominees, all connected by their unbounding determination to, well, pretty much harass anybody and everybody. Again, they are the Justice Department, the entire Health and Human Services Administration, and, of course, a perennial nominee, the IRS. Okay. Here, the winner. Oh, my gosh. The IRS! For dare asking the American people for a bigger budget after a litany of abuses last year, including targeting conservative groups and eventually pretty much anyone with the term Tea or Tea Party in its name. Now, accepting the award for an agency that went way beyond its duty and calling, and gosh, even its legal limits, its new commissioner, John Koskinen. Okay, we're having a little bit of fun here. But that kind of drop jaw reaction was pretty much what Republicans were giving the new IRS chief when he was making his money pitch today. To Molly Henneberg, who took it all in today. Molly.
Neil, you are hilarious. The Chutzpah Award. Crack me up.
There we go.
You are such
amazing.
Yes, and Koskinen was making some phone calls today to lawmakers on Capitol Hill who might be sympathetic, including the top House Democrat on the Ways and Means Committee, Sandy Levin. John Koskinen, sworn in as IRS commissioner on Monday, says the agency's budget is the, quote, most intractable problem he faces as he takes over, and suggests that Congress needs to allocate more money, in part to help the IRS implement the massive Obamacare law. Now, remember, this is the same IRS, albeit not led by Koskinen at the time in 2010, that used $60,000 of taxpayer money to make a Star Trek parody training video and a Cupid Shuffle training video. Now, Republican strategists, still stung by the IRS's targeting of conservative groups for extra scrutiny, say the $11.2 billion budgeted for the IRS will have to do.
With a tighter budget and larger scrutiny and oversight by Congress, it's going to be very difficult for the IRS to start going after, in a recreational fashion, conservative organizations.
Democrats, including Congressman Levin, say they want to hear Koskinen out.
If he needs more funds and has good plans, we should consider it. To reject it out of hand is a mistake.
President Obama has requested $12.9 billion for the IRS, but again, Neil, that's up to members of Congress to decide.
Thank you, kiddo. I'm Molly Henneberg in Washington. Well, Money Watcher Larry Glazer says the IRS shouldn't be getting another dime, shouldn't even be requesting it. So it is under that chutzpah category, but ask away they did. What do you think?
Chutzpah is right. Look, Neil, by their own admission, this is an agency that it's in complete disarray. That's why they have a new commissioner. Yet, despite the $11 billion budget that they already have, 100,000 employees, they can't make do and live within their own means, something we have to do every single day. You know, it's a complete slap in the face for anybody that gets up early every day, like my plumber. He works from dawn until dusk, fixing frozen, busted pipes every day. Why? So he can dig deeper into his pocket to pay more to the IRS to fund a bigger budget so that the secret police can show up at his door and ask for more money. You know, the timing could not be worse. They have yet to restore their confidence and to demonstrate to the American people this is an agency that can be trusted with the budget that they have, never mind more money. And I think that's the issue here. They've got to fix what they have before they ask for additional funding, and that has not happened yet.
I do like the plumber analogy, though. I think it's apropos here. But I'm wondering, the IRS is saying, look, we've got all these added responsibilities, the healthcare thing, and our budget doesn't reflect that. We've got these things. I'm just saying, before we give you these added responsibilities and money that comes with them, you have to prove that you've corrected some of the abuses that came with the prior responsibilities, because
Exactly.
you don't seem to be exactly doing a great job on that.
No, that's right. The scandals are still out there, and we still haven't had any resolution on the scandals. What's particularly alarming here, Neil, is the fact that we listened to the new commissioner, and he says in almost a cavalier fashion how easy it is to raise $4 to $5 of additional revenue for every dollar of additional funding he gets. What he's really saying is it's easy to raise taxes on the American people if you're the IRS. That is very frightening. That is the symptom of bigger government growing and broadening its powers, and that's what we live in fear of every day.
You know, it always comes at a time, too. Remember when the Securities and Exchange Commission said we needed more cops on the beat to find these guys, these bad guys? Well, all the extra cops on the beat apparently never found Bernie Madoff, never found a lot of these other Ponzi schemers. So it's sometimes not a matter of more cops on the beat, but smarter cops and, dare I say, more ethical cops. So I always think we want the money first and we'll see the results later. We don't. We don't.
Right. Well, it's like a show me story. Give me the money and I'll show you the results. Look, this is not a private company where you're giving them funding and you're seeing profits and results and it's helping grow the economy. It's actually the different. The more money that goes into the IRS, it's money that's coming out of the broad economy. It's detracting from future growth. Show me an example of how this is going to grow the American public and put people to work and grow the economy, and then we'll give them the funding. And you won't find that example.
Larry, I just wanted on the record for anyone in the IRS watching that you are critical of this, and you are the guy who says don't give them another dime. Moi, I mean, I'm just saying.
When they show up at my house.
Yeah, there we go. You
I'm
look at
hug
IRS whatever you want. I'm just saying. It's just Larry. It's all Larry. Thank you, my friend. Well, they call him